Hi, welcome to another video in logical function series. In this video, we will look at AND function in detail. So what is AND function? AND function allows you to perform logical tests on your data. Now let's take an example to understand this. So let's say a manager is looking to give performance based bonus to his employees and he sets three criteria for that. So the first one is that the revenue from scheme 1 should be more than 30 million, the revenue from scheme 2 should be more than 70 million, and the total revenue achieved should be more than 70 million. So to find out which employee is eligible for bonus, we will use AND function. How we will use it is press is equal to type and hit tab and define the logical test. That is the revenue from scheme 1 more than 30 million, is the revenue from scheme 2 more than 20 million, and is the total revenue more than 70 million. So if the output is true, it means that the employee is eligible for bonus, and if the output is false, the employee is not eligible for bonus. Now one thing that needs to be noted here is that AND function will always give an output in terms of true or false. If you are looking at an output which is other than true or false, you will have to rely on if function, but that is something which we will cover in another video. Now let's take a practical example where we can use AND function. So let's say I am a sales guy and I sell insurance policies. My manager gives me this data set which contains information of 500 individuals, and column L is of interest for me and column I, that is contact number, so that I could call them and sell my insurance policies. So what I decide is that I'll target clients who are earning more than $50,000 annually. So my first criteria is that my column L should be more than 50,000. And then when I go to column I realize that the contact number is of 9 digits and in some places it is of 10 digits. So 10 digits is the correct contact number and 9 digits is an invalid mobile number. So I'll have to filter out this as well. So to filter out incorrect contact numbers and get my target clients, I'll perform a test in column M and I'll say is equal to, and my first logical test is that my estimated income should be more than 50,000 rupees, sorry, $50,000. And the second logical test is that the number of characters in column I should be 12. Why 12? 10 digits of mobile numbers and 2 of hyphen. So I'll say length of column I should be equal to 12, and I copy this formula and paste it across the data set and I filter out the false values. So I have a data set now where my clients are earning more than $50,000 and their mobile numbers are correct. Now let's take another practical example from finance perspective. So let's say you are looking to invest into stock market and you decide to have a look at stocks that are listed on National Stock Exchange. So the total number of stocks are 1680. Now naturally you cannot go and study each and every stock. So you decide to make your own screener, and your screener would have these conditions. That first, that the share price would be more than 200 rupees. The volume growth over the previous week should be 3 times, and the current market price growth should be 10%. That is, over the previous week your price should have increased by more than 10%. So again AND function will be used to create screener. So how I'll use it is equal to and define my first logical test, that is my closing price more than 200. Second logical test is my volume growth, that is column I divided by column J more than 3 because it is 3 times. And the third logical test will be is my current closing price divided by previous closing price more than 1.1. Why 1.1? Because it is 10%. So I'll press enter and I'll paste the formula everywhere and I'll filter out the false values. So if you see, now we have our screener which is giving us only 47 scripts. So out of 1680 we filtered out only 47 scripts for study based on our criteria. Now all this while we have been doing an Excel crime, which is we were using static values in formulas, which should be avoided at any cost. So if I have to redesign or restructure this formula, how I'll do is I'll do the whole thing again. I'll press is equal to and I'll define the first logical test, that is my share price or the closing price more than 200, but in this time instead of typing 200 I'll link it to cell C2 and I'll lock the cell so that whenever I am copy pasting the formula it does not take relative references. Then I'll define my logical test number 2, which is my about my volume growth. So I do column I divided by column J should be more than 3 times. So I'll link cell C3 and I'll log that cell. And my third logical test will be on the growth of share price, that is my close divided by previous close should be more than 1.1. So I'll link cell C4 and I'll lock it by pressing F4 and I'll press enter. Now if you look at this formula, the formula looks very confusing, but this is very dynamic. How? I'll just get onto it in a minute. So I'll just copy this formula and paste it across the data, and the values would or the output would remain same. But how is this useful is that now you decide that you have 47 scripts as shortlist, but 47 is still too much. So what you do, you go and decide and change the filter. You say now the share price should be more than 500. I just have to change 500 here and your output would automatically be changing and you will get a revised list. So now from 47 you will see the count is has fallen down to 25, and that's how the formula can be made dynamic and your efficiency would improve and you would avoid a lot of rework. So I hope this was helpful and you were able to understand how you can use AND function, and see you in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.